Run it up.
Oh yeah, there's no intro.
Cameras are fucked up every time. Every time the cameras are. Oh, and you know what, Lemon? You didn't add your Bob, brother.
Well,
we sat around waiting for Frank to get ready.
you know. Anyone want to make a suggestion for the music?
Christmas music.
Christmas music? Is that what you just said?
Just kidding.
Can you server mute him?
It's about that time.
Oh yeah, that's right. Halloween's over. It's Christmas time.
Yeah. It's about that
My
time.
God, bro.
Hey, give me something upbeat, Lemon.
I typed in upbeat, so here you go.
I typed in upbeat.
Wow. I mean, we really are. We really are on our upbeat shit right now.
Come on down to the pumpkin patch.
There you go. You want that?
You know what? We're gonna live with that for now.
I mean, we're
Sucks
in
that you
our
can't.
we're in our cleaning arc right now, so it's perfect.
We're in our
so it actually fucking works beautifully.
Okay. Let's do a quick recap and let you guys dive in here. So the last session you guys finished up, you did some interrogation of Floon and learned a couple of things about that whole situation. You finished your stuff with Volo, who then set you up with this piece of property that used to be a tavern. You unexpectedly met a specter floating around named Lif, who is apparently a gnome of some sort, though difficult to make out the features, especially given that only one of you has even seen Lif. And outside of that, you guys are not sure exactly what you want to do. The only decisions that's been made is that a specific design of a knocker will be going on a door somewhere. But other than that, you are currently just cleaning the place up, and you're done a pretty decent chunk, given that it's only been a couple of hours. Other than that, I will tell you that a couple of pieces of information that maybe weren't clear last time, because I don't think I mentioned it. You guys are part of this kind of business block called that is on this road called Troll Skull Alley, and I will just mention that as you came in, you were able to take in some of the shops and things like that. So I'll just give you two of them that you passed from the direction that you came in. So the first was, let me just see here. Actually, the first thing you noticed was there was actually a city watch station that was only about 6 doors down from you. Not necessarily a huge station, more just kind of like a small outpost. The second place that you saw on your way in was
I'm sorry, what was the first place?
It was like a small city watch station, so just kind of like a little outpost. You saw a couple of city watch members just sitting outside there. I apologize. I was looking at the wrong page, trying to give you guys this stuff quick. And the other was just a small shop with all the windows blacked out, and all it said was Tiger's Eye on the front, and there was a little magnifying glass as part of the logo.
And all the windows are blacked out, like, not like boarded up and stuff, but just like limo tinted.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so that, my friends, is just a little bit extra piece of information. There's other businesses around you as well. But last we left off, as we can dive in here, you guys were basically just literally cleaning. And so we can let you guys carry out those activities. I'll jump forward a little bit, at least just to kick things off, and say that you get the place in your kind of several hours of going at it. You get the place pretty well tidied up. You get the windows mostly unboarded. There's a couple up top in the tower that are a little bit harder to get to from the inside. But all the windows on the first, second, and third floor are unboarded. The floors are clean, and the walls are clean. and that's where you're left off. You've got a meeting tomorrow with somebody that said they would come back to, or they said they would come back in a couple of days, anyways.
I thought you said that this afternoon.
We can do this afternoon.
I thought that's what you said. No.
No, that's okay. We can
I
do this
also
afternoon.
have this afternoon in there.
Okay, then it was this afternoon. If it's in your notes, I've got a lot to track, and I definitely lost track of that one. It seems.
How dare you not be perfect at all times? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But just a
Okay.
reminder that Bobbin is the one who will meet us back in a couple of days for like renovations and stuff.
Sorry, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was the captain of the watch that
Mm-hmm.
was going to come and meet with you.
Because we were cleaning like crackheads at 2:00 in the morning.
Yes,
When the
you were
guards
going
pulled up.
ham. Okay. So, I'll say you guys are about an hour away from your meeting, and the place looks pretty satisfactory. I feel like doing a children's rhyme with this music. Okay, kids, now that it's clean.
Oh my god, no.
So before the Target's Eye place, sorry, but that first one was what again? You said prior to the Target's Eye. You said Target's Eye was the second shop.
The
or
other one was
something
a
before
small
that?
city watch
City
station,
Almost. Yeah.
Like a police station.
Yes.
a guard shack.
What time is it?
Ooh, that's a good question. It would be. You guys didn't sleep. Oh, yeah, because you had
Word
an
pulling all
offset.
dayer.
Yeah.
All
So,
day.
we're gonna say that it's like. Oh yeah, it's
The
like
Dima patented all dayer.
I mean, it makes sense.
2,
That-
and your meeting's at 3.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So at nighttime, I do want to do something. Or like closer
Sure.
to evening.
Sure.
So we have an hour. Davalia, would you by chance be able to tell us where Liv is at now that we've got this place kind of tidied up? Maybe Liv can point us in the right direction of I guess the approach that we should take to get the tavern started again.
Didn't he get like really mad at us the last time for like talking to
No,
him? about...
he last time he did say that we need to work with the winery and ale house. We'll need to work with the guilds for the wineries and the ale house. But
But he was like mad at us, right? Didn't we give him time to like cool down?
I don't remember that.
I thought he was like I'm going to kill everyone here.
That was if we don't get the tavern up and running.
But just in the conversation, he was kind of done with us. Do we really want to like talk to him again?
Okay, I don't remember that, but if that's the case, then no, we don't want to talk to him again. So, Davalia, come back to you.
Yeah.
Do you by chance, or anybody here, I guess, have any connections with any of these guilds? Is anybody familiar where we could find the winery or an alehouse? And do we have money to get this up and running? I feel like we don't want to piss off the ghost, but we're kind of handcuffed.
I mean, are we actually doing like a full bar, or she just said that we have to serve alcohol, like maybe even like single glass to someone? It doesn't have to be a full bar.
Right, but I mean, I feel with this being a businessy, shoppy area, it would probably behoove of us to maybe create something that could be beneficial to the surrounding area, network and make friends by having them come through after long days of work and I don't know, grabbing a bite to eat or something to drink.
I mean, then we'll have to hire someone to be the bartender and stuff when we're not here.
True. So I guess like to that point and even to our original kind of quandary here, we do need more money to kind of be able to get this going. Does anybody want to make maybe around the block to see what else is in the area and find
I can
out
check
kind
it
of where
out.
we fit?
Yeah, I can go. I can check it out. If
I'll
anyone
go
wants to
with him.
come.
I'll
Yeah.
go with him.
I mean, anything specific we're looking for, or just observing?
I mean, I just feel like maybe just find out what we have in the area, so that way we know what's available to us. And on top of that, so that way we don't double up on whatever we decide to turn this first floor into. You know, eateries, stuff like that. If there are already a couple of places to grab a bite, we probably don't want to be one more, especially if we need public customers to keep the ghost happy.
Maybe one of you should make a sign somewhere that kind of advertises our potential new bar opening up.
Are we so do we agree on making some type of bar/tavern? Because I'm in for that.
If that's what you guys want.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already set up.
Yeah. Might as well just use what we got, you know?
So 2 of us can go up, walk around, check the surroundings. Maybe one person can continue cleaning up and one can start setting up signs.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if possible, maybe you guys stop in some of the shops and let the shop owners know. They could kind of give word of mouth to maybe some of their customers or even themselves to be.
Maybe we should procure the alcohol first.
Yeah, we should. We don't need customers yet. We need to get this.
No,
up
no,
and
no. I
running
don't.
first.
No, but I mean, like, I don't mean, hey, come by and come drink. I mean, kind of doing the same thing that the signs would do. Hey, just letting you know, we're new in the area. You know, they're our neighbors now. So we say, hey, soon here we're gonna be up and running. We'll let you know. Same with
Yeah, we could
the
do that.
signs.
Yeah, we could do that.
What should the name be?
Oh, this is the worst part.
You're welcome.
Oh,
I'm taking off my mask. It's freaking.
okay. Sippin' skull. Sippin' skulls.
Tipping these nuts.
No.
Well,
Jesus Christ.
well, I was thinking Troll Skull Manor, Troll Skull Alley. We have the Sippin' Skull. And maybe we try and have our mugs or our tankards be shaped like skulls, and you know that the crown of the head can be where you get a hold of that tankard, you know? Like you're grabbing somebody by the back of the head. And
Pretty dark, but I
just
like
an
it.
idea. Just an idea. Sippin' skull.
Sipping skull.
I like it. It has a vibe, a theme, something to you that you will be remembered by.
What if we have the word blood in our name somewhere? Like the bloody skull.
I think that's fine. I think that might detract from
Something edgy. I mean,
Nah,
this place is pretty dark.
I think the skull is edgy. Hello?
No, don't worry. Oh, geez, that's so loud.
No,
And
we
we
got a whole
are.
new bot in here, yo.
You'll have to turn that down for now.
Who's
Sorry,
Yule?
I'm so sorry. I'm kicking this other one just once.
Dorian finds an old
Another
piano.
bot?
Bro, the bots don't. YouTube is cracked
We
down.
need to
on
keep
bots,
track of
so
what we have more of bots or new links to this foundry.
Oh, shit.
Probably new links to the foundry. Okay.
Okay, Sippin' skull?
I like Sippin' Skull. I think that works.
I mean, I like
Okay.
my name more, but yeah, I guess that works.
So, Dorian, do you want to get started on the signs?
I don't have anything to make any signs.
At that point, I'll take out my calligrapher supplies for Dorian and be like, yeah, you do.
Hey, sipping skulls, right? Coming soon.
Yep, Sippin' skull coming soon.
Just sipping and apostrophe.
Sip in skull. Sip. Hang on, let's
But
type
is it-
Skull.
No G at the end of sipping. Sippin'.
Sippin'
With an
skull.
apostrophe.
All right.
Or sip n skull.
But that means it sounds like skull would have to be a verb by that logic.
No, like there's like you sip and skulls are here.
No, but that's not what. But it's an ABA format, so it would be it's verb, conjunction, if you will, and then another verb, because otherwise that doesn't make sense.
Devalia, I think they're asking you back to the library. I think they're asking you back to the library.
You did not just repeat me to shut up.
Okay, sip and skull. The first one.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'll help with the signs too. And we can get these kind of put up around the area. Diwali and Fume, you guys can tackle the kind of the surrounding areas. Maybe make face, make some friends, see what is in the area. And we meet back here in an hour to meet with the guard captain.
Yeah, that's good.
Hands in.
Oh, hands in?
Hands in.
Hands in.
You guys actually hands in?
Hands in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scoliosis on 3.
What?
Scoliosis.
Why scoliosis?
This is a sip and skull.
Scoliosis is a spinal condition, Tanner.
And people are gonna come and sit and get drunk and have very bad posture here in this place. I think it's appropriate.
Scoliosis on 3.
Scoliosis on 3. 1, 2, 3. Scoliosis.
Scoliosis.
Penis.
Oh,
my
god
fucking
damn it.
God.
All right.
And you guys all hear Liff, and your hands go cold for half a second, and you hear scoliosis.
Hey!
Yeah. Lift's in on the party. Let's go. Lift, what should our signs look like?
I truly don't care. I just wanted to get in on that. That was kind of a cool moment.
Nice.
We do it often. You can join us anytime.
I mean, that's the first time we did it, actually.
That's not true. Stop lying.
Yeah, let
Lift.
Lift roll insight on that.
He doesn't care.
Okay, so calligraphy supplies, is that going to be enough for us to actually make signs, or do Dorian and I need to go and purchase, I don't even know, I guess, do we have like maybe spare wood that we've cleaned up that we would have? I
I guess some spare wood for you.
Fume's already gone, right? This is a Halloween episode. I am going to have nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, you've unboarded tons of windows, and if you
Okay.
guys remember do you still have access, by the way, in your journal to the image of the manor?
In the journal, I have nothing in my journal.
Nothing. Okay. Well, anyways, you unboarded a ton of windows, so
Right.
you've got a lot of wood to work with.
Okay. Okay. Dorian, if you want to work on a sign design, I will also work on a sign design, and we can pitch it to one another, and then go put signs up.
I'll think very hard on it.
Okay, sweet. There it is. Okay, and then I will, I'm going to start, because I do have, like, a quill, but I'm going to use, like, I guess maybe, torch and ink, you know, like the end of a torch and ink, so it's a little bit thicker and writing on, these slabs of wood.
Okay. So I just want to make sure I've got this. So Fume and Diwali are taking off. Take a peek around. Dorian's on the signs, and what's Corbin? Are you helping with the signs too?
I'm helping with the signs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do a couple of things. Actually, I'll wait unless Diwalia and Fume are already out the door. I can wait and let you guys kind of finish up. Otherwise, I've got some rolls for you guys to make once you leave.
Yeah, I think I'm good personally. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I don't know
All right.
what Volley is.
I'm going with the.
Okay.
Going with you. Sorry.
Okay. So we're gonna make a couple rolls. First, actually, let's jump you out here first. Okay. Okay. As you are making the signs, I'm going to have a couple of checks. I'm going to have you make a sleight of hand check on your ability to write these, and you can both roll on this, and we'll take the higher of the two. The two inside, sorry, the sign makers.
Insight?
No, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
No sleight of hand.
I'm rolling my new dice. I just went and bought a new die. I bought 2 sets. Yeah.
Yeah.
18.
18, nice. Okay. Well, actually, we'll keep that check for now. So, you guys start working away. You know, the kind of adrenaline of you owning a new piece of property is worn off, and your hand is steady, and you make some really, really solid looking signs. You get some decent, newer looking pieces of wood, and they're actually looking pretty good. How many signs are you looking to make?
Oh, okay. Hold on. I see the surrounding area now. Hold on. Let me minimize this. 1. What do we need? 2, 4, 6, 10 signs, 11 signs, 10 signs, and then eventually, once we start doing the refurbishing stuff, not refurbishing stuff. What was it called? What is it called? Renovating. Once we start renovating, then we're gonna have sign 11. It's gonna be the big sign out front.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you guys are getting to work. We'll see what happens with the other two. So I'll say that roll is pretty good, and you guys are doing pretty good. All right. So Fume and Devalia, I'll let you guys just walk, or you just tell me the direction that you'd like to go.
North?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, while we're doing all this, I'm also personally eyeballing to myself any potential place that looks kind of like a, I don't know, casino, I guess.
A casino?
Casino style thing.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Okay.
Or if I already know where one is, maybe. I don't know.
This part of town is not super well traveled by most of you, and so you would have to look around to be able to find something like that. What I will say is basically north out. So if you were to go north outside of the map, basically, there would be primarily residences up there. So the next street up is mostly residences. However, directly to your right from where you're standing, there is a tavern there. And that tavern. So coming from this, so on the north side here, now that you can see, oh, what the hell am I looking at? Sorry, there's so many businesses, and I'm like trying to get them all in front of me. There we go.
Oh my god.
All the eyes are little skulls.
There is a tavern called Froon Ale, spelled Frewnale.
You know what to do, Fume. Burn it to the ground.
Okay. I mean, probably go in.
Okay. So given that it's in the afternoon, there aren't a ton of people in there. There's 2 people sitting opposite sides of this kind of nice looking establishment, actually. It looks like it was redone recently. Fairly well clean, very nicely taken care of. And the bar itself has a very, very large selection, it seems, of just multiple different ales. Kegs just lining the wall, stacked 7 high and 7 across. Different types of ale, each with just various kind of cool sounding names, like, small batch type names. And you see standing at the bar is a fairly handsomely dressed human male, just dressed up like a mid to high end bartender. Little bow tie, a little bit of a vest, and a white long sleeve shirt.
Okay, well, as we walk in and step in and look around, I'll be like, yeah, it's not looking too good for us, I'll be honest, but we need to probably bullshit our way somehow.
Yeah. We got this. Just be Chill.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then walk up to the male bartender. Pretty fine establishment you have here, sir. It's not, not so it's okay. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. What's your name, good sir?
The name is Emic Froon.
How would one spell that, Mr. Fruin?
EMMEK, and Froon spelled the way you see on the sign.
Ah, very interesting way of spelling your last name, I must say. Where are you from, Mr. Fruin?
Well, if you must know, I live in Waterdeep, of course, but I'm originally from Luskin.
Ah, Luskin, yes. I just came back there a few weeks ago. I was on a massive tour. We're actually opening up a fresh new tavern just under you, actually. We're kind of a renowned ale house, you might say. Came from... Do I know a place that's like famous, like a city that's famous for like beer? Not that I've been there, I just like know of or heard of a place that might be like just famous for their ale.
So, I would say that, let's say, there are certainly places that make very like wild flower type ales in a place called Chult. It's like a jungle, and they import all kinds of like wild flowers and different tropical.
Whichever one would have like the most prestige, I would think.
I would say probably like other than Waterdeep, because Waterdeep is like the prestigious city. If you wanted something like, interesting that would like pique somebody's interest, probably Chult.
Chulton?
Chult.
Chult, okay. So I'll say, yeah, we came from Chult. That's our main area of expertise, I would say. And like I said, we're opening up a tavern, unfortunately, just under you. And I see, we might have some competition. So I figured, hey, we might come in, peruse. And I figured, I wouldn't want to cause any harm here to your business. You seem like a lovely dude. Maybe we can potentially collaborate on some fine ale together. And I think we can all win from this. But if you choose the other option, things might get a little spicy.
I must say you come on quite strong.
Just like our beer, yeah.
No.
Well, you say you're opening up beneath me. You mean to the south, the old beat-up tavern?
Nothing's not going to be beat up for much longer, I promise you that, good sir.
Well, for your sake, I would hope that history doesn't repeat itself again and again and again the way that it has. I heard that building has a curse.
Well, I mean, that sounds quite enticing, doesn't it? Having a beer, one of the finest beers, I might add, in a place that's supposedly haunted or cursed. I mean, that can't get much of a better experience, can you? So it sounds like the full package.
You're an intriguing fellow, and I take it this is your business partner here?
Hi. Yes.
Yes, it is. Please meet. I'm so bad with names. I keep forgetting names. Meet Devalia. She's our marketer.
Devalia, and you didn't say your name. What was yours?
My name is Mr. Fume.
Mr. Fume.
Well, Mr. Fume and Devalia, the marketer. I suppose we can look into working together, though I have to admit, you're kind of jamming yourself into an existing territory.
I mean, like I said, we are, but we have a history of eliminating competition, and I would prefer. You seem like a good fellow. I prefer not to have to do that to you. I'd rather us work together than only one of us have to work in general. You know what I'm saying?
Can you make a deception check? I probably should have made you make this a while ago.
Yeah. Deception? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, technical persuasion. No.
You're lying through your teeth over and over again.
Freak is my deception. I'm like, am I blind? I see everything but deception. Oh, there it is. Okay. 18.
18.
That's not bad.
You had to beat a 16, so that's nice.
Hey, let's
Uh,
go. I mean, I got a +5, so.
I'm gonna have you both make some insight checks here.
Sure. Well, I think we're both good at insight checks, actually, so.
My passive insight's 21, if that helps.
Oh,
So is mine, actually.
you know what? Let's use that.
Oh,
Let's
my
not.
passive
let's-
insight's, sorry, my passive insight's 16.
Okay, let's use your passives. This is kind of more of a passive situation, anyways. I'll say that you both. Every time you kind of make your play at puffing up your worth as a business, and
Establishment,
yeah,
I'm on the wrong character sheet. That's not true. Oh, I was on my level 20 cleric. That's not.
oh,
Oh.
yeah,
I'm so
it's a little
sorry.
different.
Um,
I'm still 16.
15 is my insight.
Yeah, and I'm 16.
Okay,
Still good.
that's okay. They're still both. You're both there. Every time Fume kind of puffs up the value of what you're bringing to the area, despite his like very formal and very professional demeanor, you can see he's like kind of like gritting his teeth a little bit underneath his pursed lips. Every
Like in a
time you
nervous
see-
or angry way?
a little bit of both. A little bit of both, it seems. But then he kind of like shakes it off and carries on the conversation. And so he says, well, let's see you get up and running first. And then maybe we can have a chat. I've heard wonderful things about Chaltian Ale.
Insight.
Go ahead.
$24.
24.
God damn.
He's clearly just clearly like playing a social game now. He's trying to be courteous.
Sir, what was your name again? I'm sorry.
Emic.
Emic. Debalia, once again.
The marketer. Yeah.
The marketer. I don't want Fume here and his very specific kind of charm and grace that no one else is quite like him to start us off on the wrong foot. Because frankly, you and I both know as experienced people in the business that competition is good for everyone. Competition brings innovation. Competition brings new life into what may be a static market. I want you to know.
Sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
No, you're good. I want you to know that while Fume may illustrate illustrate something different, what he means is that we have your best interests at heart. And frankly, I am looking very much forward to our collaborations. Imagine a dual mead, a pint with both our logos on it. I think the future truly is limitless. But
You can even bring the hops over from our region as well and let you try some of it if you want.
What I want you to know is that we could be in this for the money, but frankly, we're not. Which just sounds like a lie, but we have
plenty of money.
we have other reasons for doing what we do. Or running our business. Frankly, I have another job I care more about. So.
Devalia, make a persuasion check with advantage.
Uh-oh.
10?
10?
Wait, can you use inspiration on that? Do you have inspiration?
I do. Do you want me to?
That's your call. It's your inspiration.
Yeah, fuck it, we will. I'll use inspiration.
Okay.
This is for nothing, I swear to God. It got a natural 1!
No!
Oh my God. You're so
So
inspired.
yeah, the highest I got was 10.
Okay. You see, like, just a bead of sweat start to form near his temple, and he just kind of wipes it away. And he kind of ponders over what you're saying, and he flashes like a big toothy smile. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe sticking your tavern directly beside mine could somehow be beneficial.
As long as we have a drunkard policy. You know, we don't want anyone tricking both of us. We know one person sends the other drunk person to their tavern and gets completely wasted. I mean, that wouldn't be fair to either of us. You know, so things like that. We'll work it out. The schematics. We'll work that out. It's simple, really. At the end of the day,
Simple.
it is. Do unto me as I would do unto you.
Yes. Well, I suppose then it would only be fair if I did my own marketing to boost both of our establishments.
Yes.
I'll see to it that we put forth our best foot.
I think a dual opening. Do you know of a band by any chance? I feel like a live outside band would be, draw more people because there's literally a sound coming through. I just think, what is this place if not, I'm talking about the general place of the area that we are in, if not a bit of a loner, a bit of an outside lurker, if you will. What if we stand out from the area as the beacon of light, the happy place, the place where people could come just forget about everything. The place that's far away from town, it's far away from their jobs, far away from their families, far away from their troubles. They come here. They don't come here in this area often. They come here for us. I think that we'd be doing a lot of good, frankly.
You know what? Give me another persuasion check, and I'll give you advantage on that one too.
14.
Well, I can't say that I've had one come down personally, but I know that we can speak to the Council of Musicians, and I'm sure they could give us a fine selection.
I'm thinking sort of a sing-along night.
Sure, yeah.
The drunker they are, the more they'll pay to sing. I'm kidding. But I think it'd be quite fun.
Let's say 2 weeks from today. It'll be a party.
You get me. You get me. He gets me. Fume. He gets me, Mr. Fume.
That's what
And
she's here.
we'll call it the Treble of Troll Skull Alley.
You want to take my title while you're at it? I swear. Listen to this guy, Fume.
I'm about to fire you and hire him.
Don't you fucking dare. That sounds like a plan. And if you ever need anything, we're at the manor. You stop by. If you need a pinch of salt, some place to vent. There are a couple of us there beyond. There are 2 more of us there beyond me and Mr. Fume. So feel free to stop by. Is there any more of you have more staff here, or is it just you?
Well, for now, it's just me, but I switch off earlier in the afternoon. I don't take the early shift.
Oh, who takes the early shift?
That would be just a friend of mine, Dawn.
Dawn?
Dawn, 2 N's.
Dawn, 2 N's. Okay. Oh, the Dawn takes the early shift. How funny. How quaint.
It wasn't intentional.
Was most good things aren't. Well, we'll leave you to it. We don't want to impose on you, right, Fume? Mr. Fume.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think we did what we
But
wanted to do.
let us know if you need anything. Again, seriously, I mean that sincerely. Not trying to be just cordial. If you need anything, let us know. And I'm excited to work with you. And I should put my hand out to shake.
And he gracefully comes up, shakes your hand.
And I'm gonna do the power play, putting my other hand over his and just shaking it like this.
Nice.
And
Really looking forward to working with you. I'll hold it
Kinda-
1 second too long and then let go.
And you see him kind of wipe another bead of sweat from his temple. And he just puts out his hand to you, Fume.
I'll take a look down at it at first, look him in the eyes, and I'll shake his hand. Firm grip.
Performance check.
You know what? Give me a strength check, Fume. Let's have some fun with this.
I'm not trying to hurt him, of course.
I know.
Okay, so I mean 3.
You put your your forearm into it and you give a little squeeze and he squeezes back and he clearly like overpowers you on the handshake. And he wipes away another bead of sweat and he's quite charming, the both of you. I can't wait to meet your other partners. And he takes his place behind the bar again and he says, perhaps later on when you're done with your work, you could stop by. I assume you don't have any ale of your own currently. You can grab a drink. The first one's on me.
That sounds like a lovely opportunity. I would love to taste a sample of your beer and maybe even give you some of my thoughts, if you will.
Okay.
Both of you so charming. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. And I'm gonna grab Fume by the elbow and take him out. And then I guess we'll walk outside and close the door.
Okay.
Do you see how chill I was, Fume?
I mean, you took that marketing role to the next level. I have to say, I know kind of
dude,
bullshit
as soon as
that
you
thing,
gave me that, I was just like, oh, I gotta be the man.
I can tell.
In a couple of my book, I feel like part of being a librarian is being a marketer, right? You have to like market all the new authors that come in and see people want to buy it. Then you have to see people really like it, and you have to like learn what people are doing. You don't care, do you?
I'll be honest, I could not care less, but I mean,
Okay,
as long as you care, that's all that matters.
Okay, so do you want to keep on walking?
Yeah, I mean, what's the next place?
There's that
What do you-
place, the Tiger's Eye, I wanted to visit.
Where was the Tiger's Eye?
Where was the Tiger's Eye?
I'll bring you in front of it.
Thanks.
Nothing around this area still, right? As we walk to the Tiger's Eye that we walk past, that's interesting.
No. So most of the buildings they actually are just residences,
Oh.
but the ones that I'm pointing out have like signs in front of them.
Okay.
So this one's the Tiger's Eye. I am going to bounce back to the other two for just a brief moment here. So I will say, you guys, with your kind of your sleight of hand check that you guys did before, you're actually moving fairly quickly. I'll say you're actually coming up on your last couple of signs. So let's say you're on your last sign right now, just kind of working through it. Actually, no, let's just say you're finished. Let's say you're finished. It's like a half hour. Let's say you're finished. So
Where
what
do
do
you
you
wanna hang
guys
these?
do?
Oh, well, all right. So I figured that we'll just have, once we start the renovations, maybe we can have a larger sign set out front. But for now, maybe we set one out front so people know where they're headed. And we can also work our way, I guess, down the street. I would like to do like one on each side of the road here, like maybe like one on this corner and like one on this, but like facing opposite directions. That way if you're going past it you can see it, and if you're coming this way you can see it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I was talking to Frank so that way he knows where
Oh,
for signs.
you're asking me, sir. I thought you were in character.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just and maybe kind of backtrack and get a general idea of the surrounding area ourselves. Although Fume and Diwali are out there, we can also, I think, get an eye on some of the shops and kind of maybe some of the people that we're marketing ourselves to.
Meet the locals a little bit.
You guys should go in the tavern next, not knowing that we already went in there. See what happens with there.
So I will suggest to move this way first, like down the road to the right, to kind of walk by, see what everything is, and set up a couple of signs.
So I will say that. Let me see here. Actually, can you just move your character where you want to go?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like down that way? Okay. So there are some areas that are. So there's like the sidewalk area. There are some like small plots of grass that if you wanted to like stake it into the ground, you could do that. These buildings here, though, basically everything you're seeing to the right of you is all residential. There are some pretty wide open walls, like this wall right here is a wide wall. This one's a wide wall. And it seems like there was probably some posters put up at some point. So it might be a decent place to advertise. I will say as well, when you look down the alleyway here, this building does actually look more like a commercial building.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, wherever I can put one over here, is it possible to put one over here?
Yeah, you can put one on that side, on that wall, and the wall beneath that.
Okay. So I'll slap mine here, Dorian, if you want to hop across the street and put yours on the opposite side. I guess actually these are going flat on the wall.
Yeah, you can.
So just because like if I have to put them in the ground, then I want one facing one way and one facing the other way, so it can be seen coming from both directions. But if it's just flat on the wall and being seen from both directions, I don't know if the number of signs actually matters. I'm trying to be sign efficient here.
Okay. Otherwise, like basically every other wall is like next to somebody's front door, basically.
Okay. So then I will just put one on this wall. Dorian, you hang on to yours. Anybody come in this direction, if they, see this one, they'll be able to see this sign coming from either side. And then what is this? This is like not street, right? This is heading up into...
It's basically like a small courtyard
Okay.
that acts as the front entryway for these two buildings here.
Okay. Dorian, bring yours this way. Let's see if there's a spot that we can put it up over here. And then start walking this way.
So the side of this commercial building here seems to also be a decent marketing spot.
Okay. Dorian, you want to slap it up here?
I'll slap one right there.
My man.
Okay.
And then, yeah, just to get like a general idea of what's going on down here.
Sure. So again, primarily, I'll be honest, I didn't expect to go down this way first, but I'll tell you what's there.
Okay.
So you've got this building right here, the one that looks like a commercial building that you were going to put one up on. That is it's got a wooden sign on the front. It's actually a very well-made wooden sign. And it just says the Bent Nail in like perfect font. It looks like it was just recently painted and it's being upkept very well. So the Bent Nail is the name of the place. And it looks like it is like a wood shop, like a carpenter shop.
We'll have to, this looks like maybe a place to get our sign done for our spot. Maybe we ask Bobbin to see if, they can come bother these guys and get us a sign going. Do you want to go inside, Dorian?
Sure. I mean, he did say that he had, was owed from a couple of the shops around here, so this must be one of them.
Well, let's go meet the folks and let them know that we're in the area.
Do it. I'll knock on the door.
So Corbin, as you were standing like here and you walked up, as you kind of like look up to go forward, you kind of like you're just looking around. You look down and you realize you're standing on a sewer grate. So another little feature back here is this is where the sewer grate is, and so you know that as well.
Okay.
So you walk up, and the door is open. There's a little bell installed, so when you open, there's a nice little jingle. The smell of just the most pristine smell of sawdust hits your nose, and you can hear the working of a chisel and hammer as you enter, and you see standing at this beautifully crafted, gold inlaid working table, there is a half-elf male, just consciously at work, doesn't even notice you come in, and there are all kinds of like different chairs and tables and things like that that are hung up on the walls that seem like they're either work in progress or like waiting to be picked up.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Hi, hey. What a shop you've got here. We just moved in to around the corner to the manor. And we just wanted to introduce ourselves. We're looking to get our place up and running, and so we just wanted to swing by and kind of familiarize ourselves with the area and meet the people that have been kind of, holding it down.
Well, it's a pleasure. You're moving in. I heard of somebody new coming. Volo said. And as you see him kind of like contemplating, you realize like this is a pretty imposing half-elf. Usually half-elves are like, have that kind of like tall, slender frame. This one definitely tall, but much bulkier. But with a friendly face, just says, "Welcome to the area. Troll Skull Alley is happy to have you. I think actually I'll be working for you, making something if I remember that right."
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Bobbin had said that some people in the area would be helping out with the renovations to get us going again. You mentioned Volo. Have you worked with Volo before?
Oh, a bit. I've had my hand on quite a few implements that have been in that manor of yours.
Well, a friend of Volo's is a friend of ours. I'm Corbin, by the way.
The name's Tal Solvanar, but you can call me Tally.
It's great to meet you, Tally. As you can see, we're kind of just hanging up signs in the area to just let people know that we'll be opening up shop here soon. Do you mind if we're putting one up over here by the Bent Nail?
Oh, be my guest. And here. And he kind of reaches down into like a little tool belt he's got and just pulls out a handful of nails. Says if you need to hang them up, take these with you.
I'll grab them, pocket them. Tally, thank you so much. Don't be a stranger now. As soon as we get up and running, we're gonna make sure to take care of all the other shops and businesses in the area, because it's people like you and I guess us soon that'll keep Troll Skull Alley running. So please don't be a stranger.
I'm sure we'll be good friends soon. It was a pleasure to meet you both.
Sweet. And then I will start walking out.
Okay. On your way out, you see that whole front wall, so the wall that was behind you and has the door on it. There's just a bunch of different shields hanging up on the on the wall on the inside.
Okay. Now, are these shields all wood, or do they have some type of like some metal work on them as well?
They are all wood.
All wood. Okay.
Okay. Just let me know where are you headed from here.
So what does this look like? So like if I was to like walk around the corner this way, what does this look like? Because this kind of all like in this area looks all kind of connected, but not really connected.
Yeah, so this is all an alley. So this is kind of where Troll Skull Alley gets the name. Like it is just one big alley connecting all these things.
Okay.
So I'll say a couple of things that you notice. So primarily it's all residential, like I said. This building, however, here to the south, you can see that there is a smokestack and smoke coming out of it. And actually out of some of the windows as well, including the one at the back here. So this is not a door, this is just one big window, and there's a bunch of smoke just billowing out of it. Doesn't seem like it's on fire necessarily, like it seems like it's planned the way it's operating, and nobody's screaming.
Is there a sign?
No, this is the back of the building, so
this is
there's
the
no
back of
sign
the
back here.
building. Okay.
Yeah.
Dorian, what do you think, Dorian? Should we put something here? Is there a spot to put one here?
Yep. This wall right here.
Okay. What do you think, Dorian? Should we put a sign up here? This is, I guess, if people are coming out the back, it may be something that they see.
People must use this alley for it to get a name for itself, so sounds like a good plan.
All right, let's do it. And then we'll use some of the nails that Tally gave us to make sure that they're, we get a sign here. Yeah, we'll just do it here.
So while you guys are hanging that up, I'm going to bounce back to our friends Fume and Davalia. So you are at the Tiger's Eye. And again, the sign just says Tiger's Eye and a magnifying glass. And a bit of a quaint entrance, but all the windows clearly blacked out from the inside.
Is there like a logo or anything, or is it just a Tiger's Eye and it?
Tiger's Eye and a magnifying glass. That's it.
Okay. I mean, I guess we'll go in.
Okay.
They love you.
When you walk in, it mostly looks like a very regal looking apartment. It's the door's open, like the front door is unlocked. Inside, it's fairly dimly lit by just flickering oil lamps. And sitting at a desk way at the back, a smooth, polished desk that has a runway of a red carpet all the way up to it. You can see there is a how best to describe this? There is a fairly bulky figure wearing a fedora and has this big bushy face, but it is difficult to make out from where you're standing.
All right, I'll walk up to him.
Yeah.
And with a deep grumbly voice, as you make your way about halfway across, you see the light kind of flickers, and despite your dark vision, the light does help to see the face, and the light flickers, and you see orange, white, and black stripes on the side of the face. And with a puff from a pipe and a deep growling voice, "That's far enough."
I put my arm out to stop Fume to make sure he doesn't go further. I'll be like, "Hello."
You didn't knock on the door.
I apologize. I didn't realize that was a requirement to come in.
I mean, isn't this a shop?
Of sorts?
We're brand new to the area, so we're trying to get our footing around here, and I apologize if I created any sort of...
Are you currently open or closed?
I mean, I'm open. You know what? Come on in. I'm just messing with you guys. Now, seriously, and you see, as he says, like the E part of seriously, you see these big fangs revealed as you're
What's his race?
realizing
Yeah.
this is a tiger that you're looking at.
Let's fucking go.
It's like tiger. Fuck. Okay. So, what do you sell here, good sir? And if I haven't caught your name by any chance, actually.
It's a sort of service business. I do detective work.
Well, that's
Detective
unfortunate because we're
work.
opening up our own detective shop right next to.
Fume. Isn't he so funny?
Funny. Nobody outdoes the tiger's eye.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you look pretty good at your job. I wouldn't want to mess with you. I'll just say that.
If I could blush, I would.
Aw.
I'm sorry. One more time, just your name. Yeah, we didn't catch your name.
Yeah, you're
Oh, it's Valen.
from the guard. Sorry.
I don't get it.
It's great. Neither do I.
I mean, honestly, I don't either.
Yeah. Someone named Tanner Retro in a different universe does, and probably Alyssa Marhini does too,
Yeah.
and she's probably like super single and really anyways. But yeah. So this is like a detective agency of sorts, like a private investigator an agency.
You're asking him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Nominal fee, and I will find out anything you need to know.
Anything. So what about? Ooh, let's play a game. What about? If you don't mind me, would you mind indulging me?
Of course, I don't have any other guests.
Maybe what if what's a good idea? Fume like something that happened years ago. That
Maybe some
someone knows.
fetishes of someone who knows.
What?
That's more than a nominal fee for that one.
I mean, you could do some pretty, crazy stuff with, if you know that kind of personal information from people.
What if like
Blackmail, for instance.
someone had like something happen to them, but they literally don't even know what happened? Something crazy like that. Could you figure that out?
Oh, like well, I would need more details, but I've dealt with memory loss cases, of course.
Oh, that's great. What is the biggest case you've solved? Does the government know you? Does the government use you?
Do they
That's
call it
classified.
Oh, yes.
And he like winks at you.
I mean, yes.
I just dropped my D20 on the floor. No more rolling for me. Oh, you good?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, this is so interesting. I'm a librarian at the Font of Knowledge, and we have so many young people trying to figure out, stories or little mysteries here and there, or even books have doing investigating. I love meeting an investigator in person. This is a dream come true for me. What about you, Fume?
I mean, I don't know if I'll go that far, but I like the guy. I think he's has a lot of alpha presence about him, and I respect that.
Alpha press.
Alpha? Where the fuck did my D20 go? Sorry.
Amazon has it.
I mean, I'll be honest. This his services are going to be kind of in the back of my mind if I ever, may need
Right?
something.
Isn't that
Never know.
crazy?
You never know.
If you see me sneaking out, you know where I am going, Fume. Well, this is so interesting. How busy would you say you are?
Depends on the time of year. Right now, it's quiet. Everybody's waiting for the festivals. They're waiting to just enjoy themselves. Nothing really going on. Though, if I'm honest, I wish I would be, brought in to look into some of the goings on in these blood-filled streets. But until then, it's not my business.
Insight. I can't even find where the fuck did my D20 go? I want to insight. Wait, I'm just gonna roll.
You can roll in game too.
Just
Just
roll 2 d10s.
I'm just gonna roll on D&D Beyond. 17.
I got my big D20. When you said it dropped on the floor, I was like, oh, I have a D20 on the floor.
That's a big
right.
ass D20.
I literally can't find it. Where did it go?
Sorry, what did you say you rolled?
I rolled a 17.
17. Okay. And your insight, what are you looking to insight check him on?
What do you mean blood-filled streets? Like, and not like the way he said it was like really like weird.
Oh. Well, I will say, even without, like, I'll give you something on the insight too, but without the insight, he's referencing, like, the violence that's been happening. Like, the recent violence.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, your insight, I will say, reveals that he is certainly very keen. Like, he seems more excited to get into something like that. But he also does seem kind of... I guess a little bit bored. Like it's like you asked him how busy is he? He doesn't seem that busy.
Hmm. Oh, so you? Oh, okay. So I'm not. Oh, isn't that crazy? Everything that's happening has been crazy. So much violence lately.
It's a shame. And a shame that I'm not looking into it.
No, I was about to say they need someone like you to straighten them up. No.
Yeah, they really do.
Well, it's been great talking to you.
Tell him about the nobles.
So actually, speaking of which, you said a nominal fee. I mean, what does that what does that really mean?
Well, 50 gold, and I will uncover any, and I mean any, secret, or you get your gold back.
Oh, so it's like a down payment, a deposit fee.
Yes, and if I succeed within a week, I keep it. And if I don't, well, I may as well close up shop.
Oh. I'll like take out my coin pouch and like pouch and swing it around, and be like, as a joke, be like put it on the desk, be like, can you find out all my secrets?
How much gold?
Oh, you know I can't reveal that secret.
I'll find that out later.
I have no more questions to you.
It's getting a little steamy in here. I'll be completely honest with you. I mean,
What?
and I don't mean that's just not my fire. No.
But well, it's been great getting to know you. We'll talk to you later. We're at the Troll Skull Manor down the street. If everyone to get a drink, we're opening up soon. So.
Yes, I knew Volo was putting somebody to a task, so it seems like you've succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'm impressed already.
Yeah, Devalia, by the way.
Yeah,
Devalia.
And I'm Fume. Yeah.
Fume. Well, again, my name's Valen. If you ever need me, I'm here in the afternoons. Unless I'm on a case, in which case, who knows where I am.
Ooh. Ooh. All right. And so then I'm gonna say thank you so much and turn around and walk out with Fume, I assume.
Yeah, I'll follow.
He goes back to smoking his pipe and
as we leave though, as we get outside, I'm gonna like pat my pockets, be like, my coin purse. Be like, I'll be right back, Fume. And I'm gonna open the door, go back in and close it. And walk up to Valen.
Okay.
Didn't see that one coming, did you, Tanner?
No, I did
That
not.
one
See,
caught me
I did
too,
not
actually.
see that
was-
coming.
That
Holy
was, that was
shit.
slick. That was slick.
And be like, okay, Mr. Valen, I don't have a lot of time because Fume is nosy and he's probably gonna hop in here. I want to know what I'm saying. Something happened to me when I was a teenager. I have no memory of it, but it gave me this scar. Everyone looks at me differently. People died, but I woke up and I have no clue what happened. It was in the, I don't know if you heard about this, but the carriage accident. And I give him the details of what happened to me when I was a kid. The carriage accident. I was there in the carriage. I blacked out, and then I woke up, and I was bleeding, and there was a scar, and there was just everyone was dead around me. My friends looked like they were trying to protect me from something. I don't know what happened, but I would like to know what happened because I'm done being in the dark.
And you just see he slowly takes his feet off of his desk as he was kind of kicked up when you left. and he stands up. He's this tall, almost 7 foot, super imposing figure. I was going to mention, but you left so quickly. Half price, but I get access to anything I need for the next year in that font of knowledge.
I can make that happen.
You have 25 gold?
Yes.
You have 25
Yeah, don't have gold. What the fuck? Can I actually slightly open the door and actually hear all this or no?
What the no?
I
I'm gonna be like halfway through.
I mean, would you actually do that? Just like she ran in, like she's doing this quick. This is like within like under a minute. She's going through this.
I feel like halfway through I would. Maybe not at the very start.
I'll say when you get there, you can kind of peek in and see that there is
I'm trying to hear whatever I can. I'm like, I don't want to supposed to say why and stuff, but
you open the door. Like,
Do you have
Lightly.
reason to believe that Devalia is lying to you and not just actually going back
let's
in
just
to
say,
grab her
don't
coin purse?
worry. You know, we all have reasons.
okay, I will say when you get there, you can see that Devalia is at the desk. Like you can like kind of peek in. You can see that Devalia is at the desk and towering over top of her, looking at her and thus like in your direction as well. Is Valen.
I'm not trying to enter though.
No, I know, but the door is cracked, right?
Slightly, yeah.
And yeah, so that's what you see. And at that, so Devalia, let's jump back to you for a sec. You're getting the gold for him?
Yeah, I only have 10 gold, I realized. So I'm just gonna hand him the 10 gold, be like, come to the bar, I will get you your 15. I promise you.
And he goes, well, I was thinking about stopping by tomorrow.
Sounds good.
You forgot this, and he hands you your, there was only 10 gold in it, total?
Yeah.
And he hands you your empty bag.
Oh, thank you, sir. I thought I put it right on the desk.
Well, sorry, I should say, rather, you don't notice.
Oh, I don't
He
know.
actually put something in the bag, and it's jingling. It's not totally empty.
Oh, okay.
And he hands it back to you and he says, "You've forgotten this." And you see that he's like kind of like looking past you a bit. He goes, "It was a pleasure to meet you." And he sits down, kicks his feet up, and starts smoking his pipe.
Thank you. Woo! And then I'm gonna turn around and walk out. Do I see Fume looking in?
Well, as I hear they say that, I will close the door.
Yeah, no,
Like,
you don't see him. You don't.
I don't
see
want
him.
her to know I've stopped doing that. And
Yeah.
from that, what did I hear, if anything?
From that point, it
Just
basically,
that's it?
yeah, I'll say when you got there is when he was like, she zipped through her thing, and then, yeah.
So I don't hear any of that personal information stuff.
No, you just heard him basically give her back the thing, and yeah.
Cool. And I'm gonna walk outside.
I'll let you know, by the way, the judgment on that, because the building was quite dark, so even the crack in the door, even just the tiny crack, is going to shed some light into the room. So he would have caught you at least when the door cracked. All right. So now you two are out in the street. I will say at this point, you're kind of creeping up close to meeting time. I will say for you two down on the south side, you also know that it's fairly close. Let's say you've been, you did your 30 minutes worth of work approximately. You went around the street, had a little conversation. So you're closing in on about 45 minutes, and you got 15 left.
Okay, so yeah, if we know that, then I'll just suggest to Dorian that we should head back, and that way we don't miss the captain. Mike muted.
Why don't
Oh,
we
there
go
you
through the alley? Might as well
Yeah, let's do it.
check it out.
Go through the alley, says the alley cat.
Okay. So you're going this way.
Do we can we
You-
tell that
Is
these
there
are
anything
like
special?
all like back of buildings? Like, can we tell that? These
Yeah,
are-
actually, some of them seem to be the front. Like
Oh,
the
okay.
buildings here are kind of mishmashed both ways. Some of them have like both entrances. But yeah, for the most part, you can tell.
Okay, and then it's all again just like residences in this area.
Yes, though you do see one more that kind of sticks out a bit. So I'll just drag you up here. So this, by the way, this whole thing is your manor. So you now are kind of starting to realize like, oh, yours might very well be one of the biggest buildings in this area.
Oh yeah.
So the last one that you see is this building here to the south of you, and let me just see here. It's got a sign that is a little bit worse for wear. It looks like it's made out of like a warped natural type of wood. It's like very knotted, and it's still got like the bark on the outside of it, and then it's wrapped in vines. And the sign says Corallin's Crown, Corellon, Corallin's Crown. And you can tell based on the flowers and bottles on the inside of the window, the front window, that it is displaying the type of goods that you would find at like an herbalist shop or an alchemy shop.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Cool. Corbin will make a mental note of that place, but then just head back to the old manor.
Okay.
The old Second
and
Skull.
Fume and Davalia, you're in a similar boat. I'll say you've got like just over 10 minutes.
Okay.
Is there any other like store that catches our eye at all, or no?
I will say down the way here, so kind of where my mouse is in the street. Actually, I'll just drag you over so you can at least see where my mouse is. So this tiny building right here, that is that little outpost that I was telling you about. The one beside it, this is a much larger building. That one also has a sign. And it is actually a bookstore called Bookworm's Treasure, but worm spelt like the type of dragon, WYRM. And the sign is adorned with a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. Inside the front window, you can see a large assortment of scrolls.
I mean, I'm just thinking if she says anything at all, I'm considering it's literally a fucking bookstore.
I'd be like, ooh.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to go in. Okay. I'll be like, well, that looks kind of fucking boring, so I'm not interested.
I'm just like, oh, well, we just need more time. Books need a time. I'm just gonna walk. And walk back to the
The bar?
manor. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to get you guys back there. Lemon, music me. All right. Okay. So I'll say you guys kind of reconvene here. You're floating about 10 minutes left. So if there's anything you want to discuss beforehand, feel free.
I see you guys are back. Did you guys, maybe, how'd it go, I guess?
Yeah, it went good. We hung up a handful of signs. We met a wonderful half elf, Tally, over at the Bent Nail. He's actually going to be one of the ones that's going to be helping us kind of refurbish this place and get it back up. What about you guys?
I mean, we actually went to the establishment right above us. Apparently, it's a tavern, so there is another quote unquote competitor. we, talked some fancy words and whatnot, and we pretty much got him to compromise and actually work with us. So we're essentially going to be doing some dual opening marketing campaign together or some shit.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. We'll see what happens with that, I guess. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, I'm not gonna lie, bullshitted him quite a bit. He thinks we're some fancy brewery. I mean, we have no idea what the hell we're doing. So, that might be hard to, play off, but I mean, it worked.
That's very Fume of you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I think that's a compliment. Oh, and on top of that, we also found another place. The Tiger's Eye. Apparently, there's a massive tiger guy who's essentially a private investigator.
Interesting. I can't imagine he said too much. He probably keeps his cards close to his chest.
I mean, he'd be pretty bad private investigator if he didn't, yeah.
Huh. Well, maybe somebody that just a good person to know, I guess.
Yeah, so if we ever want to investigate, maybe one of the clans. I mean, for instance, I'm still a little bit suspicious about the Zenturion, right? The Zenturion.
Zenturion.
Zenturion. The Zenturion. I mean, we can maybe a bunch of gold, put it together, send him off to the Zenturion. He said if he finds, he'll find whatever we want him to find within a week, or your money back. It's not bad.
And how much money?
What was it? 50 gold, I think it was, right? Frank, how much?
Did we ever get a price?
Yeah, we did. I asked him. I forgot what he said though. Was it 50 gold that he wanted?
Yeah, 50.
Yeah, so he wanted 50 gold for that. I mean, but he said anything you want, he'll find out, or money back within a week. So we can send him out to the Zenturion gang if we ever want to.
I think they'll notice a tiger. No. Like, what was chasing you? A tiger?
Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah, but did he seem sneaky? How good at his job did he seem?
I mean, it's hard to say. He was just sitting there at the back of his desk smoking a pipe or something. So, I mean, it's, kind of hard to judge off that. But he seemed confident. If he seemed like someone that knew what he was doing, I wouldn't. I mean, at least at the moment, I wouldn't put it past him. No reason to doubt him.
Yeah, maybe we start small. We see. We don't send him straight into the belly of the beast, but we see if he can find something, I don't know, weird about somebody. And if he comes back, then we know that, I guess we'll know his capabilities as a private investigator.
Keep in mind, those 50 gold per investigation.
Well, we're about to be rich one day, Fume, once we get this place up and running. Especially the way that it sounds like you hyped us up.
I think the bigger issue is living up to the hype now, yeah.
So, fortunately, we have Liff, wherever Liff may be, and can ideally, having seen, maybe decades of this place, if not centuries, can kind of be our what is it? Our guardian angel to get this place up and running. And you said a tavern. I was thinking, you did bring up that we just had to serve alcohol. And now that you mentioned that there's another tavern in the area, if we don't end up directly competing with this person and opening a tavern, did you guys see maybe any places to get like specialized foods? Maybe we look to be kind of like a breakfast place that, obviously serves alcohol still. Or maybe we lean more on the food side of things, more restaurant-y versus more tavern. Just an idea.
I mean, I told him that we're from Kurt, I think it was. That's like a renowned place for beer. So he thinks we're, again, big shots.
Chult.
Yeah. So he thinks we're big shots right now. I mean, we can, be like I lied, or we somehow play that off to its fullest. If we just suddenly switch from that to food, it's a little weird, but it might be hard to kind of explain that to him.
I agree. You're right. I agree. So we'll need to
but
figure out.
We need to get beer. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
From Chult.
From Schultz, yeah. I don't even know. I just heard of it. I don't even know where it is.
If he knows what he's talking about, then he'll know if we just bring some, bullshit.
I mean, I don't know if he does. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I'm not sure how familiar he is with Choltian beer. Maybe he doesn't. We can take a gamble on it.
We could also just say we changed our minds. We don't,
Yeah, we
he's
could.
like, oh, where is it? Oh,
One
we
is it's
thought
got to
we did
taste good.
something else.
As long as it tastes good,
We
it's all that
do,
matters.
yeah. At the end of the day, we do need good alcohol if we talk the big game about having good alcohol.
How are
That's
we
all we
going to
did,
get
yeah.
this alcohol?
But yeah, that's well, Liv said winery and ale guilds. Maybe we can ask Bobbin of, any wineries or ale houses in the area that can maybe front us some product until we get up and running, and then we pay them back with a little extra. I do want to mention we noticed just south of us across the street seems to be like an herbalism and alchemy shop. So if we are eventually looking to get, more information on the Zentrim, maybe a place to just stock up potions, whatever we might need if we do jump down the adventuring route once more.
Yeah, that's good to keep in mind. But don't we have those guys coming soon? We have no beer to serve them. We said we'll have something to serve them. The guards or something.
Did we say we'll serve the guards?
We said we'll serve the guards.
Did we say we'll serve the guards?
Yeah, we did.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck.
Is there anything left in the basement? Did anyone
It's gotta
see
be like
anything?
a
Speaking of, I
No,
don't think
I
either of us
was-
have checked that, have we?
No, we
should probably
have.
go check it.
It was
did.
We have
fucked.
checked
Oh, we
it.
did.
It was
Okay.
fucked.
All the kegs were empty. Were there any bottles down there? No.
Broken.
I mean, here's what we can do. Because he hasn't, the tavern above us hasn't seen you two yet. You guys can go in as customers for now. Maybe, just order a beer to go, bring it back, and we'll serve it as ours.
Wait, there's
At least for now.
there's no shot. There's no way. Surely the guards don't expect us to serve them. We just moved in. We got here and started cleaning at 2. They showed up at 5. I would imagine.
Well, then we shouldn't have told them we'll serve them.
I would imagine it's just pleasantries. In meeting new landowners is what I believe the guards said.
I'm gonna check the basement.
I'll go with Dorian to check the basement.
I'm actually pretty sure we said we'll serve them, but I'm also pretty sure we said it was a few days, not today.
The few days was Bobbin.
Was Bobbin coming back? I didn't
But you-
write that we said we'd serve them, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, if you want my clarification on what I'm like, I didn't specifically make notes on this, but I'm 99% certain what you guys had set up was just the meeting with the guards later on in the day because you just wanted to clean first. And the guards offered to basically bring the captain anytime. You said the afternoon. Bobbin is coming back in a few days once you basically decide what you wanted to do with the place. And you have been in the basement too. It's seen it was all smashed, but I don't think that you said that you were going to serve them. If I'm
Okay.
being honest, I think what you might be referencing, Fume, was that like it was kind of like a once we're up and running,
Oh, maybe that makes
yeah,
sense.
you'll hook them up.
Like
kind
we'll
of
take
thing.
care of you guys.
Okay.
Anything down in the basement?
Both of you who went down there, give me an investigation check.
While we're doing this, I'm gonna ask Dorian because I'm like, hey, really quickly, do you have like 15 gold I can borrow?
15.
Yeah. I got a natural one.
Not bad. Together, you guys make 20.
All I have is 7 gold.
Okay. I'll put it together. Do you mind if I'll pay you back? I just did a thing where I need money, aka I purchased something, but I need to give more. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah, just. This is all the money I have. So-
If you don't want to give it to me, I totally get it. You know, because
I mean, I don't think you're getting it from the other two, but if this is for something important, I don't mind.
it's important to me. I don't think it's important to anyone else.
I will give you my coin purse.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I trust you. You're good on your word.
Okay. And you're cool with me not telling you what it's for?
I'm sure it'll come up. You don't need to tell me.
Okay.
We all have
And that-
secrets.
Yeah. Cool. And then I'll take the money out of his purse.
Okay.
That's probably why I rolled a natural one, because I'm busy.
Sorry, what was your
19.
Dorian? 19? Okay. So I'll say, Davalia, you're barely even looking around. You're like so panicked thinking about this other thing. You're just like, you know what? I'm not even looking. Dorian, though, despite kind of having this conversation, you're still kind of rooting around. You're looking around. You actually do find buried amongst some of the rubble of the like broken kegs. Some of the you kind of lift up some of the wood. You actually find one singular wine bottle still intact.
Ooh. Does it have any labels on it?
It does, but it is just so beat up and scratched up, you can't make anything out on it.
Okay. I found one. I'll just yell, I found one. Like, so the upstairs people can hear too.
Found one what?
Some wine.
Is
I
it
think it's still good.
Is it white or red wine?
Is it red?
It's red.
It's red.
My favorites.
Fuck. Yeah, bring it up.
All right. Start climbing up. Nope.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the bottle to see if I recognize or can see any labels or anything.
I'll take a look too. Yeah.
Sure. You know what? Anyone? I mean, it's a unique find. You guys can all give me an investigation check.
Fuck.
16.
Ooh,
16?
not bad. 12.
12.
Is it just us?
No, all four of you can give me a check.
Oh, okay.
This is
2.
your worst.
Liz?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Don't know.
investigation check.
Yeah, sorry. Ooh. 24.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus Christ, 24.
I know, I've been mixing up for the natural one.
I know exactly where this is from.
Like,
Okay, so you guys start kind of like piecing together the scraps and like you start shifting it. It's a very delicate piece of paper now that's been totally destroyed for the most part. But you start piecing together like a few things here and there. I will just say, Davalia, you get the most of it.
Right.
And you can see that it is from some sort of southern region, so it's definitely an import. And you can roughly piece together the way some of the font is, and you're just kind of using your general knowledge of knowledgey things and writing and
Technology
script.
things.
Praise be to Agma, and you piece together that this thing has to be at least 80 years old.
Oh my god. Boomer! So funny.
Does
I mean,
anybody know where this is from?
No. But I heard the older the wine gets, the better it tastes.
Does anybody know how
It's
old?
true. About 80. At least 80.
So this thing is aged quite well. I mean, I don't actually drink alcohol, but you know.
Oh, really? I think you kind of seem like someone who would partake.
You would think so, but I mean, I feel like I don't need that alcohol to give me that, you know, that feeling that alcohol usually gives people to open up. I feel like I'm pretty open as is. I feel like most people drink alcohol because they want to just feel more loosened up, right?
Yeah.
Or
Do
courageous?
you guys mind if I try it? I'll take the bottle. Do you guys mind if I try it?
Wait, before that, maybe we should ask Liv if he knows anything about it, if they know anything about it.
Liv!
I wish you guys would have never seen me. Yes, it's actually from a bar that I recognize. It's quite old and quite valuable and likely quite delicious. It looks like it's kept and not been oxidized or turned to vinegar.
All right.
Where
And I'll take a
where is
swig
it
of it.
from?
He just says, I believe it was the last attempt at a bar here. They must have forgotten it. Duval, you said you're cracking it? And
Yeah, I'm.
okay.
Oh, fuck.
Before she
Okay.
cracks it, I will say, but like, by the way, before you open it, I'm just saying, once you open it, the oxidization makes it last a finite time. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'll say wait. Hold on. As much
Once
as
it's open, you have to drink it ASAP.
that's a great point, Fume. And as much as we want to try the wine, this might be our only shot at having some type of alcohol. And if it's old and good, maybe it can be used to whoever you spoke with at the tavern up north to kind of give them a taste to continue to sell this picture that we've painted for them. But also, does anybody know of a spot that they could maybe replicate this alcohol, and instead of a tavern, we serve wine, the finest kind?
Devalia, you just hear, Devalia hears, what a bunch of buzzkills.
Well, I mean, it's hard to just replicate wine, right? We need a whole vineyard and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, maybe the guilds can do that, right? The ale house or the winery can
We
replicate.
need a supplier.
Right, and the winery would do that for us, and we could say, hey, I don't know if they're called sommeliers in this time of age, but the testers, the wine drinkers, the people at the winery surely would be able to taste this and maybe get some idea of where it comes from, where it originates, maybe how to recreate or something of the sort. I think if we have this fine wine, we try to get something out of it.
which winery do we even go to though? Is there even one here?
I'm unfamiliar. Liff, do you know
Yep.
of?
No, you know, Corbin.
Okay.
Yeah, so just on the outskirts of town. In fact, that's where you're from, correct? Outside of town?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just on the outskirts of town, that's where they do most of the like farming and things like that. And you know that there are vineyards out there as well. And those like stem into the wineries subsequent as well.
Yeah, I know a few places around where I'm from.
What are they called?
I'm not a big drinker, so I'm not. Yeah, I couldn't tell you the names off the top of my head, but I've seen the vineyards, large, beautiful. I've seen the people stepping on the grapes to do the thing. So maybe they could help us out. Maybe they might even reward us if we give them an 80-year-old bottle of wine. That could be maybe enough for a down payment to kind of help us out, and maybe get us a bunch of something cheaper.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I thought we were gonna serve beer though. Is that? Oh, I guess we're a winery now, sort of.
We're a bar.
Yeah, both, and we just
With
this
just
is
wine though.
well,
Okay.
no, we can get beer too. We just have to figure out
Maybe
how
they
to
have
get
beer.
it from
Some wineries serve beer.
Yeah, and we'll just have to figure out how to get Cholt-esque beer.
I mean, it's honestly not a bad idea, especially like you said, 80-year-old wine. I mean, usually can fetch quite a price.
So let's hang on to that. And Diwali, I promise, once we can, you will be able to help yourself.
That was close. once that thing opens. Once that cork is out.
And you, Devalia, you just hear, God, what a bunch of fucking nerds.
Dude, I know.
And at this, you hear a quiet but assertive knock on the door.
I'll open it
Oh, that should be the guards, I think.
like the good hostess I am. I'm gonna open it.
And so, standing before you are the two different guards than the ones that you saw previously. One is a dwarf, one is a human, and then standing before you in the front, the one who knocked was a human male, dressed in a much different type of armor and has several badges adorning the chest. Slicked black hair, holding the his helmet at his side, and a bit of a younger guy. And he just kind of bows his head.
Hello.
You're all the new group in town, I take it?
Yes, sir.
And he kind of like looks around you. May we come in?
I don't see why not. And I step aside and like gesture inwards.
You got a warrant?
You can-
I'm just kidding.
That's a good one. We actually have had a warrant for this place, though, so
Oh.
not of course now, but in the past. And he kind of politely tucks in and he takes a look around. I thought you just got here this morning.
We did.
We did. Yes.
Very nice work.
Thank you. We worked rather hard and tirelessly. We're trying to reset our sleep schedule, so.
And he kind of nods over to he like looks at his two and his entourage here, and he kind of nods over at this table in the corner, and the two guards take off their helmets, put them on the table, and they politely sit down, and he kind of looks around to everybody and says, well, if you don't mind, I would like to take a few minutes of your time. Normally we just come in to introduce ourselves, but I have a few things I'd like to talk about, and I'll be out of your way.
Take your time, sir.
Says, if you wouldn't mind. And he heads over to the back, and you can see he's like inspecting the place as he moves about, and he takes a seat at the head of this slightly longer table in the back here. He watches Devalia.
Yeah,
zipping
Devalia's
back
fucking
and
hitting
forth.
crossovers and shit.
Sees her jump out the window. Whoa! Climbs back down the chimney.
He's agile. What can I say?
Yeah, so we've only recently got it cleaned up. The next couple of days, we'll be getting renovations going, and hopefully can get up and running. Ideally within maybe the next 2 weeks. I think is kind of the tight timeline we've given ourselves.
Well, then you work quick, though. From what I've heard, it seems that is your MO.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I have communications with the now former owner, as he is connected with a lot of the adventurers in this place. So I know what you've done recently. I must say I'm impressed.
Thank you. We did work very hard.
I think we kind of surprised ourselves with what we were able to get done.
Well, you did it quite quickly, and I will say that we're not supposed to be biased, but we will be rooting for this place to succeed, as you did some good work. That said, and he kind of takes a look around, By the way, is anyone not joining him over there?
You're muted.
Me?
I just said sorry.
Okay. So if everyone's at the table, he just kind of like slightly hushes his tone and he taps his fingers on the table and looks down for a second, seems to be gathering his thoughts. He says, I know that you've clearly been involved, at least from the outside, in looking into some of what's been going on. Can you tell me anything particular that you saw in your rescue mission? Anything that stood out in particular with the gangs? Did you see any heads of the gangs, any leaders, anything like that?
I'm just gonna make eye contact with Dorian.
You could say that. There was a noble-looking man there, orc. Don't remember his name. But there was also a mind flayer.
He pulls out a little pad of paper and starts writing down notes.
Which opened a portal into a different room. And from what Floon or Fune or whatever said to us, he thinks that he might be in charge of this whole thing. Pretty sure.
Well, actually, Dorian, I don't recall that at all. You must.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe
I'm thinking.
Yeah, you must have. We've
Had a weird dream.
Maybe I
yeah.
touched him.
Unfortunately, we've been without sleep for quite some time. We're trying to reset our sleep schedules because we have been working to find Floon, and we did, but it was a lot easier, I think, than expected. We had gotten a tip-off about going down into the sewers, and after some time, Floon had actually come running out to us. He obviously incredibly overwhelmed by what had happened for the past couple of days, as I think anybody would be. We didn't question him too deeply. He just seemed happy to be back with his friend Volo. So, although as much as I wish all of what Dorian said was true, that is, I think the sleep is kind of getting to all of us.
I have a couple of things.
Okay.
First of all, I actually need to know who's... So you can see the layout of the table. He's seated at the head of the table. I actually need to know which of the 4 chairs you're occupying.
This table?
Yep.
Okay, well then, I guess I'll be here.
So just look at it. Doesn't quite work out like that. So you see where the seats are?
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to know who's in which seat. So just put your cursor over what seat you're in. How's it?
Okay. I'll be.
I want to make sure I'm still looking at the guards sitting over there.
Okay, so sorry, which one are you at? That one? Okay.
Yeah, that one looking, making sure I have eyes on the guards sitting over there.
I'm gonna have the 2 seated closest to him. Give me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
15.
15?
14.
14.
Not bad.
My passive perception is 15 though.
I will say this is more of an active check because it's
Come on.
And unfortunately 15 is the cutoff.
I love it here.
Sorry, you got at least one of you made it. Corbin, as he's taking notes, you can see that one of the pages that he kind of like leafs through as he's like looking through, trying to keep it to himself for the most part. One of the pages that he flips through has all the quotes that the Kenku said the 3 things that Kenku said.
Okay.
So there's the Xanathar sends its regards, tie up the pretty boy in the back room, follow the yellow signs in the sewers, and then the no time to loot the place, just get him to the boss. Those 3 quotes you catch a glimpse of. And he just says, you said you got a tip off about the sewers. Who tipped you off?
So, somebody that I've actually grown quite fond of had pointed us in the direction, or said that they had some inner workings. Are you familiar with Zoblob of Zoblob Shop?
Yes, I am. And he kind of does not seem very impressed. Go ahead and give me a deception check here.
Well, Zoblob fortunately was able to see basically all of the skirmishing that was happening outside the Skewered Dragon the night of. And that is a 10.
You're such an honest guy.
And
Corey.
Zoblob had, gnome to gnome, obviously us small folk, we can place trust in one another, had been kind enough to point us in the direction that he had seen one of the 2, he didn't say which direction they were headed. And that was kind of the lead that we followed to the sewers.
You see, he just kind of nods his head. Interesting. And you're saying that this story about the portal, that was all some sort of dream.
Yeah, the yawning portal and whatever goes on there, our night of meeting Volo, since then, it's all kind of just been a blur. We saw somebody actually venture into the yawning portal, a troll had come out, so I think memories and monsters and all of that we're really starting to struggle to figure out what is reality and what isn't, as we prolong our sleep, or lack thereof.
Yeah. Now that I think of it, it must have been a dream.
I'll have you both make a deception check real quick before Dorian, you carry on there.
Fucking roll good!
I'm gonna, while this is happening, I'm gonna
30-20.
Nice. I'm gonna look and make. I never got your name.
Of course. It's Heistus.
I'm gonna do an insight check on that.
On his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is his general demeanor about his name? Is that a natural 20?
I will tell you, it's not a great time for a natural 20. he has no reason to lie about his name. He's.
But like, is this like a demeanor when he says that? Like when I'm like, what? I'm never like trying to like get information out of him. Like, how is
Sure.
that?
I will give you a little bit more, I guess. So I'll say that. I will say that you can see within him that he's kind of. There's been a little bit of shift in his personality a bit. When he came in, he was very like cordial and like very polite and everything. And you can see throughout his like retrieving information, he's starting to get a little bit more annoyed. Though his name is definitely what it says that he says it is.
Okay.
I will also say, this is a good point. Actually, no, sorry, Dorian, you were saying something. I don't want to cut you off.
No, I was just saying what I said.
Okay.
And maybe
Dirty-
I'll like yawn at the end.
Okay, so 12 and 30, 20. And he just kind of nods his head. At this, 2 more people actually enter the building. You can see the guards turn their head, and they actually just open the door and walk in. And they just start taking a look around. And they go, oh, so sorry. they're just both humans, and the lady in the front, and they starts talking. They walk in and they're kind of nodding their head, and they nod past the guards, and they say, "Sorry, we just we can see from the outside that it's being worked on, and it looks so good, so good." Fume, is that you?
Do I recognize him? Is it what I think it is?
You recognize the woman.
Okay, and okay, who I mean, who do I recognize it as? I guess.
This is somebody that you have.
Is it what I think it is?
It's basically somebody that you've met within a group of people several times in the past.
So it is. So it is what I think it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Do I know her name?
You do.
And for 50 gold, you can know her kinks.
It's-
No! No! Why would you say that?
It's Tara. But you do not know the last name.
Okay, and the guy I don't recognize at all.
No.
Okay.
He
I'll
just
look
seems to be
over.
kind of like following along.
And I'll look over and I'll be like, "Oh, Tara, what are you doing here?"
Well, I heard that you were doing well.
Yeah, I would say it's going well. I would say it is going well, so far.
She kind of like sheepishly is like, she's got a very rolled in posture. She's just wearing these like basic commoner clothes, and she's so glad to hear it.
Did you want me to come out with you?
If you don't mind, I apologize if I'm intruding.
I mean, as long as no one else here minds, I can step out. Yeah.
You go for it, Fume. We got this.
Yeah, if you've got something to tend to.
Thanks, guys. Then I'll make my way.
And the captain just kind of follows, like, eyes you as you walk out. And Fume, as you get closer, you can see a grin creep onto Tara's face, and she just nods her head and like looks out from behind you again and nods and so sorry to intrude. We'll be back. I won't keep him out too late. And they walk out with Fume.
Yeah, I'll follow them.
Sorry, I grabbed you on accident there.
That's okay.
Okay, so we'll bring you back here, and I'll hide you guys. If you need to go, by the way, now is
There's nothing else I need to do for that part right now?
not right now. And in fact, actually, I'm gonna message you tonight once the session's done.
Okay. I'm assuming you want that thing.
I'll message you tonight. I'll message
Okay.
you.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
That thing. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Hmm.
frick. Wait, Dima, is there any way? Because
What?
you leaving is going to mess up all of the cameras. Is there
Can
any
you
way
just put
that
the
you could
bot where he
like
is?
mute and deafen? Oh, I guess maybe I could put the bot. Actually, I don't know what's going to happen. Chat,
Wait,
just know that things are about to get fucked up, okay?
Okay, so am I good to peace?
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Okay. All right.
Everybody.
All right, peace, guys.
Yeah, take it
Bye,
easy, Dima.
Bye-bye.
That actually worked out great. That whole thing there.
Wait.
Okay, so the captain kind of turns back and he's like leafing through his notes again, and he just. Is there anything else that I might be missing here? I mean, you went on quite an adventure, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, listen, Heistus, I'm fixing cameras right now, brother. I need somebody else.
Honestly, it's kind of more of a get in, get out situation, not really a stop and smell the roses, if you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
And we are trying to fix our sleep schedule. I am very tired.
Yeah, sorry, could you repeat the question? Apologies.
Oh no, I think I've got what I need on that. I do have one more question for you, though. And he takes out a scroll and he lays it on the table, and it's a magical image that's been generated onto this scroll. And it is of the inside of the warehouse. Bodies on the floor, and it's just been scripted onto this paper. And he says, he just eyeballs all of you. We came across this scene just by chance. One of our City Watch members was following up on some petty theft incident and came across this. Does this look like something you might have come across in your journey?
It's like an image drawn of the inside of the warehouse.
Yeah. The box that you saw is closed, so you can see the box, you can see the staircase, and you can see all the dead bodies on the floor with all the kind of boxes and things like that in the warehouse.
I've never seen something like that. That's like I said, we weren't involved with whatever that is. It was the sewers, searching the sewers basically for the majority. Why are you fucking smiling, Frank? Fuck, man. Just let me
I'm
laugh.
actually laughing. I'm like looking at you telling me this, and then I'm looking at the fucking Corky hat. I'm like so into the RP, and then I looked at myself and I look like such a dummy. I look like one of my old tomatoes.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, that is nothing that I've seen.
And he rolls, like he just kind of turns it slightly so that it's angled more for Dorian.
It's not ringing a bell.
And then he turns it towards Davalia.
I don't want to look at that.
I need. That was good evasion on the question. I need deception from just the other two. Then I need it from Dorian and Corbin.
Fuck.
You cannot smart the theater kid, Frank.
Damn, dude. 10.
Oh no.
This dice is so fucking average. You're so fucking average, man.
Dude, you roll very bad. And he just goes, yeah, like I said, it was just by chance that we came across this. So, and you see him kind of like writing things down as he's speaking. Well, I don't think that I have any other questions for you. Did you have anything for me? Either something you could tell me about your journeys, or just any questions in general about the area, or really anything I can help you with. Like I said, we are rooting for you.
Yeah, I'm, no, I, at least for me, we hope to get this place up and running, and, you know, obviously you guys are the ones that are keeping us safe, so, we'll make sure that, whenever you guys come around, once we are up and running, that, that you're taken care of.
I appreciate that, as will my guards. You know, there was a rumor, and he closes up his notebook and sticks it into his pocket, that this place was cursed. I don't like to think of it that way. I think that it is built to be a challenge to run properly.
I was saying it's an opportunity. Exactly.
An opportunity. That's right. And I think that given what you've already proven yourselves capable of, this might be a great fit for all of you as a long-term career. And you won't have to go around sticking your noses in gang violence and things like that anymore.
I sure hope not. And if we hear
Well.
anything, we did ask Floon, if he's got anything, to let us know, so that way we can make sure that it does get to the right people, since he's shaken up. So if we hear anything, we'll be sure to let you guys know.
Right. Floon. When I find him, we'll figure out if there's anything else we need to ask. Well, lovely meeting all of you. Best of luck.
You too, Captain.
And he gives a little salute. He says, on his way out, he just says, if there's anything you need the watch for, there's a little outpost at the corner there. I'm sure you saw it on your way in. Don't hesitate to come and ask. There's always somebody there.
Don't let the milestones hit you on the way out.
The place is mostly made of wood, but if there's any stones jutting, I'm sure there's damage. Very strange, but I appreciate the warning. Thank you. And he bows his way out.
And everyone leaves, I'm assuming?
Yes, and the guards get up, they pick up their helmets, put them back on, and they jet out.
And they
I'm gonna
smash
wait.
through that window.
I'm gonna put up my I'm gonna put up my finger to like signal silence for like 10 seconds. And then after 10 seconds, I'm just gonna put my hand down and go, shit.
Shit. Dorian, I didn't mean to cut you off. I guess I don't know enough about the area or the captain of the guard. I just wasn't sure if maybe we'd be put on some type of radar given that information over.
No, you were right to do so. I think I just need to sleep. I'm not myself. I shouldn't divulge all our secrets
Not
to
even
somebody
that.
who we
it's
don't
like,
know
Yeah, it's like, do we know?
or trust.
We could have been followed after that. Like,
Yeah.
who knows? He could be a guard. He could be bought off. Like, it could. I don't know.
Yeah, the way that the violence has been happening in the city, and there hasn't been a whole lot cracked down, I do think that there's probably some type of guard hand in the gang cookie jar, for lack of better term. I do want to note that he had in his notebook scribbled the same 3 phrases that the Kenku repeated to us about the Xanathar, about the sewers, and not looting the place. So
He's been there then.
He's definitely been there, but not sure if that's a show of, good faith and trying to track down what had happened, or maybe cleaning up what could be the loose ends that know of what happened. So, trust is earned, not given. We make them earn it a little bit more before we do divulge the information.
Well, we
that
were
we do
followed.
have.
Remember when, as soon as we were leaving, like we were like evading someone.
A guard.
Oh, that was for the petty crime that happened.
But there was someone there. There was like someone. You don't know who had eyes on us. There.
Yes.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, surely. And
Didn't someone of us leave like a paper there?
No, we took paper. Which
No, you
Floon.
sent paper, and you missed it. Remember?
Fume. I sent paper and missed it.
You tried to throw something up, and then to the roof, and then it hit the
Oh, you
door.
had
and
a
it fell
note.
down.
That was a small bird, and unfortunately, I cannot recall in my head what I had spoken into that bird. So, should somebody find it, it will send a message.
With your voice.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that
Right.
works, Frank. How does that work? I would think, because I'm not doing any type of, so it just says,
You speak a message into it.
yeah, you
so-
speak, hold on, up to a 6-second long recorded message. So sure,
Yeah,
it's-
it doesn't come out like, you know.
well, it probably
the
sounds like a
Amazon
drive-through.
voice.
It sounds like a drive-through because it's coming out of metal, you know.
No.
And then, yeah. So sure, should they find the small piece of metal and pick that up, but to maybe track down my voice to get to the captain.
They
and-
walked in on like 8 people dead, Corbin. What do you think they're gonna do? Just let that slide?
Do you think that was enough for them
8 people being dead?
to track it to us? We're
to
the
do
good
any
guys.
sort of investigation? Yeah. Doesn't matter. We're good guys. Yeah, I know. We didn't do anything.
No,
but
but
doesn't-
we.
what
But even then, at our core, yeah, we're good guys. But what we've done, all we did was a simple rescue mission. We're
they
the
don't know that. They don't know that. What they know is that we probably were there, and there were bodies where we were.
no. That he had said that he knew that we made quick work of finding Floon, so he knows that we're on his side if he's one of the good ones. But
All he knows is that we found Floon, and that we are. He probably knows that we were in the place where 8 bodies were found. He has no idea about our intentions. He has no idea what we did to get that information. Don't assume good when there's nothing to be said.
You're right. But clearly, we didn't say or do anything too incriminating, or else they wouldn't have just walked out of here. So we'll just have to be careful with the dealings we're conducting for the time being, and earn good graces, whether they are working for the guard or working for the gangs.
I think we need to get our story straight if we have no clue where that warehouse is. We have no clue what's inside that warehouse. We barely even know about the gangs. We only had an idea from my public record knowledge of the library where we needed to go. That's it. Okay?
Well, why didn't you say that? Because you didn't speak up when he showed us the
Because
warehouse.
I have a right to remain silent, Tanner. I mean,
Yeah,
sorry.
you have. Who are you even talking to?
I
A
don't
leather
know.
worker out the window go, me?
I'm sorry, my bad. Because I have a right to not say anything and not incriminate us, Orban.
Well, we were backed into a corner. Dorian spilled the beans. We needed to somehow try to backtrack out of that.
Well, Dorian, maybe, he hasn't had a lot of sleep, hasn't had anything to eat.
No, and none of us have, and I'm not blaming Dorian for that. But what I'm saying is, if you had the answer, we could have used a little help, Dorian and I. We're not the best at lying, and you left us to be the liars.
I don't know, I think we just gotta be careful, okay?
I agree,
Like-
and we get our story straight, like you said. Do we still have the blueprints?
Yes.
So, should it come up the next time, maybe the next couple of days, we swing by the guard shack, the guard tower, the guard sentry post, and we share with him that with Zoblob's knowledge of the direction we were headed and your findings inside the library, we knew that some inner workings were going on in the sewers, and that is ultimately what led us there. And maybe with some actual concrete evidence of the blueprints being tampered with, they'll breathe down our backs a little less, or they'll believe us a bit more. Once we know of their intentions, I'm completely okay to spill the beans and give them everything. But until then, I think, like you said, we go with the blueprint story. If questioned again.
Yeah, exactly.
That was like so good with the music right there.
Yeah, that was
really
insane.
good.
So shit, we gotta get this place in shape, right? For now, we lay low. We get our tap room up and running. Renovations coming in the next few days. So if you guys have, any requests for Bobbin when he comes back. Was it Bobbin or Boblin? Bobbin?
Bobbin.
Bobbin. When Bobbin comes back, we'll be able to get this place up into tip top, and hopefully Fume is okay. He left rather abruptly.
He doesn't know the story. He's probably going to say something ridiculous.
He may say something ridiculous. That's Fume.
What do you think, Dorian?
You're asking if we should tell him?
I'm asking you what do you think about the whole situation?
I mean, what's done is done already. We just have to keep laying low.
This sucks.
I mean,
Because also, guys, think about it. Like, what happens when the bar opens and people come in and, like, people from, like, all around come in? What if someone recognizes us? What if someone knows someone who knows someone? It just...
Well, I've actually been workshopping an idea. And yeah, it's probably good to lay low. But I was thinking, and Liff, if you're around, we're doing everything we can to be in your good graces, and I honestly think the thing that's gonna put the Sip and Skull kind of above the rest of the places is a seemingly self-run tap room. Liff, I've seen the way that you're able to maneuver some of the objects here. Would you maybe be up for helping us run the tavern once we get it going?
You're gonna make Liv work?
I mean, what else has Liff been doing? Liff's been sitting around, probably bored, watching people fail, and now Liff gets to be a part of the one of the first real successes of this place.
Yeah.
It's been less than 12 hours. And, well, maybe a little more than that, but it's less than a day. And you want me to go to work for you?
Well, not work for us, Liff. Liff, you're not working for us, working with us. I think that's something that the previous owners have failed to do. And you clearly seek perfection, so I'd love to be able to allow you to be a piece of the perfection that is going to be the Sip and Skull.
imagine the allure. How much alcohol we could sell if it magically floated to the customers' tables.
Give me a persuasion check, and I'll say with the setup you can get advantage.
Dorian?
Who? No.
Yeah, Dorian.
Dorian.
Yeah.
Either one of
Me?
us is going to roll like shit anyways.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't that?
Mine would have been shit if you had me roll.
How's about this? You impress me with getting this place running, and I'll be there on your opening day. We'll see how it goes. And if we can do a certain number of business, I'll keep that number to myself. Then I will continue the gaff.
Sounds like a deal, Liv.
Also, there's someone eyeballing the building. Now that I can see out the window. Thank you
Right
for
now?
that. Yes, right now. In fact, there's two of them. One of them kind of looks like you, little man.
And the other looks like...
Some guy, I don't know.
Have you seen them before, Liv?
I haven't seen outside of these boarded windows in many, many years.
Well, we're happy to have done that for you. And then I'm gonna creep up to the window and take a look. Who do I recognize them or?
So there's kind of a slender looking guy, maybe 5'10", black hair, black goatee. He's got almost like a slanted cowboy hat on. Never seen him before in your life.
Okay.
The other one is a... Oh, sorry. Sec. Is a gnome. And he's kind of like looking around, and then he looks up at the window. It's your dad.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah, excuse me for a second, guys. I have to go see someone.
Okay. You
And
okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I will walk outside.
I've only been here a day, and those two already have visitors.
Yeah, where's our visitors? What the fuck?
So they're standing right at the outside of the building.
Standing, here.
They're literally like investigating the outside of the building.
Hey, Pop, what's up?
Oh, I knew it. Come here, Bin.
Dad, come on, aren't
And
I
he
a little
walks up
old
to
for
you.
that?
And he doesn't go for a hug or anything. He just starts like licking his hand, and then he starts like patting down some of your stray hairs. What have you been getting into?
You mind introducing me to your friend first?
Yes. This is well, we kind of just met today, if I'm being honest. We're not exactly friends, but I believe his name is Jowl. This is my son, Jowl.
Hey, Jowl, nice to meet you. And I'll reach my hand out.
He shakes your hand, and he just seems more interested in the building itself, and he just goes, "Interesting structure you have here, sir. I hear that you're the new owner."
Yeah, me and my friends, of course. We are good friends with the old owner, and the tales of this place not doing so hot kind of spooked him a little bit. So he gave us the test of getting up and running. Yeah, Pop. Sorry I haven't been back in a minute. I've been staying rather busy. This place has kind of been keeping me tied down mostly. We're all the boards off the windows, got it all cleaned up, and hoping to have a shop running here soon.
Well, I caught wind that there was a fancy-looking gnome that took over this place, and I only know of one fancy-looking gnome, especially one named Corbin, little Benny. You said you took over with your friends. Where are they? Are they in? I mean, why are we standing out here? This is your house now, right? Can I come in?
Yeah, of course, Pop. Sure. Come on in, and I will walk them
And
in.
as they're coming in, I'm talking to Dorian. So, like, here's the thing about the Dewey Decimal System Part 2.
Oh, no.
The thing you need to understand is that it's just overrated at the end of the day, and the door's
And then I'll start walking this way.
So quick.
Yeah. Yeah. This guys. This is my dad Eugene. And his friend Jowl. These are my friends that well, 2 of 3 remaining. Who are also the owners of this place.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you. You're Corbin's friends. I knew Corbin has all kinds of friends. Right, Corbin?
That's right, Pop. You know me.
He was so popular back in school. That's how you got the best grades. Never had to think about friends. And he's like he's like standing behind you, like constantly like fixing your hair and like, you know, just got his hands on your shoulders. Meanwhile, Joel is you can see he's like very intently eyeballing the place, and he kind of chimes in. He just goes, "Well, you're the new owners. I actually was sent to survey the building. I hear we're going to be doing some renovations. I'm going to be taking the lead on that. This is going to be a doozy. There is a lot to do here."
Yeah, but we've spent most of our morning, well, actually the entire day, just about getting it cleaned up and presentable. But yeah, there's definitely work, to be done. Fortunately, we made our rounds. We met some of the people in the surrounding areas that are going to be helping us out. So, and it seems like everybody's on board. So I guess I'm hoping that it's not too much of there's not too much pushback in helping us get this place up and running.
No, I don't think. I mean, I think it's going to be doable. It's just. Well, you know what? How's about this? Before I really go into why I need to talk to you all, let me. I'll take a look upstairs and get a better estimate of the place. And you can maybe spend some time with your dad here. I'll be back. And he just takes off.
I'm following him.
You're going with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go. You spend some alone time with your dad. I'll go with him to answer any questions.
Okay. So Dorian and Devalia, you're going with
Yeah.
Carpenter?
Like,
Yeah.
I'll show you around.
Yeah. Any questions, you can pass them our way.
Yeah, and feel free to toss out renovation ideas that you guys have come up with.
Okay, so one thing our friend needs, and as we're going upstairs, do you have any recommendations for a door knocker? As they're going.
I mean, yeah, we've got. I mean, it's pretty standard.
Oh boy, do I have the job for you! Just keep walking upstairs.
Okay, I'm actually going to start here with Corbin. So your dad, by the way, Lemon.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so demanding. To be fair, the old bot used to loop, so I feel bad. Anyways,
Lemon.
It's easier.
So your dad takes a seat across from you, and he just kind of like stares admiringly. I knew you'd make it one day. And here you are, your own property, 2 good friends. You're about to start a business.
Yeah, 3 good friends. One of them missing. But yeah, this is I guess kind of what we've been hoping for, right? Since the whole being a merchant thing didn't work out. The city kind of going into the sewers. Not literally going into the sewers, but Yeah, I couldn't be happier. This is it's certainly gonna allow, ideally, a decent amount of income for more tinkering and just kind of evolving the craft.
You're really living up to the name. Fizzlebit.
That's what we do. That's what us fizzle bits are known for.
Well, son, I have to tell you, not only did I want to come here to inspect your good news and hear it, I too have some good news, son.
What was that?
No more trinkets for dear old dad. I got a big job.
A big job doing what?
Well, it's better if I show you. And he reaches into a bag that he brought with him, and he brings out this folded up scroll, and he rolls it across the table, and it takes up like more than half of this full length table. And he actually climbs up and stands on top of the scroll, and it's this blueprint for this design. It says, "This is one of two." And he starts pointing out the different pieces of it, and he says it's kind of like a shower, but with a big, really powerful pump down here. And he like starts pointing out, like he's going over very meticulously all the details with you, and he's talking about some of the measurements, and but you see, it's very strange. I think it's an ornamental piece. It's got this, and he's like kind of mapping it out as though he were like standing, and he's got this big ring, this big brass ring, and then it shoots out like a fountain. And I think it's like an interactive piece. You stand in the middle of it, and it just makes this cool effect of water all around you. And yeah, it's gonna be huge.
Yeah, this looks great, Pop. Who are you making this for? What? It's got to be, I mean, to get you away from tinkering.
Well, it's some rich family. I was contacted on behalf of somebody. It was really just a third party, but they gave me a down payment, so they have to be real.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, down payment. That's the earnest gold up front, the earnest dragon up front. You didn't catch a name by chance? That is, do you know the third party company that had reached out to you? I mean, why? Not that you're not the great Eugene Fizzlebit, but why did they say why they picked you?
Well, I was working the market in your absence, and somebody came up. You looked regal, and he wanted to see what I was up to, and he liked the quality of the work. And he asked if I could do something bigger, and well, you know, I can do something bigger if it comes down to it. And I said yes. And he showed me this, and or a crude version of it. I drew this one, and I said, yeah, I could do that. And he gave me the gold on the spot. And he kind of leans in and he says, son, the down payment was 1,000 gold.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, you'd be a fool to let that one go, Pop. And of course he thought the work was good. You're a Fizzlebit. Of course he thought the work was good. I mean, this is great. What did Mom think?
Well, she obviously is pleased anytime I bring home the bacon, and I clearly did this time. So, I mean, she's happy, and I think she's going to help me work on it. Now that you're out of the house, she just doesn't really have a whole lot to tend to anymore. So, she's going to help me work on it the way she's been working on it, on all my stuff. Oh, but hold on, it gets even better. I said this was one of two. There's a second that same family, and he grabs another scroll and he rolls it out. And it's this like super bizarre looking thing. You can see the measurements on it. It's like this like 20-foot tall, almost like it kind of resembles a windmill almost, but with a like an oval shape at the top, a diamond shape in the center, and a squared shape in the on the bottom. And they're like 6 feet apart. And it's just this like almost looks like a mix between like a trebuchet and a windmill with 3 different, spinning parts on it. And he says, "This, if I finish the first, this is going to be the one after." And they said this one was going to be a lot of, life-changing payment.
Did they say what's for? This looks intricate. The shower seems, like a shower, but this one here, did they mention or did you ask what they're using it for?
If I had to guess, you combine the two things, like you just look at them. I think it's going to be some sort of like interactive museum or something. Maybe like you can turn some cranks and spin these things. There's a crank, you turn it and they all those things spin. You see down here. So I think it's just going to be an interactive museum.
Interesting. In what ward do you think? Where was that happening at? Did they at least give you that where you can maybe check out where your work's going to be placed?
No, I'm gonna make it at home. We've got enough space on the property for it, so we're gonna make it there, and they're gonna come pick it up. I don't get to ever even see it in action.
And your friend, Lowell.
Jowl.
Fuck. Jowl. Sorry to kind of get into a tangent, but it all seems like it in some way somehow might be connected. Where did you meet Jowl? Where did Jowl meet you?
Oh, he's just a carpenter. He was assigned here. I heard rumors, so I told him I was gonna come with him and check it out, and I'm glad to see that I was right in my suspicions. But he's just a pretty high-ranking member of the Carpenters Guild.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm glad he's here then. And he's in good hands with Devalia and Dorian. Double D's is what.
No, no, absolutely fucking not, Tanner.
D squared is what we call him. D squared is what we
Demon's
call him.
running off on you, rubbing off on you.
Yeah, listen, Pop. A lot of stuff has happened in the last couple of days, and I've seen some pretty rough stuff in the city, as we all know, what goes on in Waterdeep, but it's kind of been to the next degree. And in our findings, there's some people who I think are inquiring about bad stuff. So, if you get the feeling that things might be a little off about the people that you're working with, trust your gut. Yeah, you're a Fizzlebit. I know that you can see right through it. So just be careful with who you're working with, because Waterdeep is a really weird place right now.
I know that, son. And that's why I'm doing this. I have no reason to suspect anything else anyways. I'm going to be building it. They're going to drop off the money, and I'm on my way. But the plan, given everything that's been happening, was when it's all done, we're gonna move away. We can't stay here anymore. And I was hoping that maybe you would come with us. You could sell off your share here.
It, uh,
Think about it. How's about that?
yeah, I'll get back to you, Pop. I'll get back to you on that. This place is slowly but surely, I think, becoming something special to all of us. And ultimately, I would want you and Mom to be as safe as possible. But for me, there might be more here. But I will. I'll sleep on it, and I'll get back to you. I'll let you know if I'm wanting to get out of the city for good. Because like you said, it's things are getting scary. And if you could, if you find any information, don't put yourself in trouble for it, but if you find any information or you hear any names or locations, I would really, really like to know. I think we have a couple of good people in our corner here that could help clean up Waterdeep. And I think it might start at the top with the royalty and kind of trickle on down. So like I said, don't put yourself in any trouble, but if you hear anything extra, it would mean a lot. I'll be back by the house here soon. I want to grab some things to make sure I can set up shop here to keep on tinkering myself. And I'll ask you about it and see if you've heard anything then.
And he just kind of stares at you, admiring again. He just licks his hand, fixes your hair, pinches your cheek, and...
Damn it, Pop.
Okay, son. I'm gonna hop upstairs to to our other crew.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jowl just kind of moves silently through the house, inspecting things. And as he goes through just this first common room area here, he just goes, nice cleanup.
Thanks. We worked hard.
I see that. Couldn't imagine that many years of inactivity. Just settled on the floors and the walls. I'm impressed. There's a third level, right?
Yeah.
Well, the damage always starts at the top, so let's get up there.
Okay.
Jumps upstairs. And he kind of makes his rounds, goes through the different rooms, the bedrooms, the washrooms. He's kind of sighing as he goes. I am going to do my best to fit this within your budget.
We appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
Are you planning on anything extravagant?
Besides the door knocker, no.
All right. Hey, look. There's been a little bit of rumbling about how you came about this place. I know that I'm sure there's been a lot of visitors within your first couple hours here.
Yeah, how'd you know?
I mean, when a new business gets claimed or a new property, everybody kind of wants to know who's in there, what it's going to be about. But I actually had a second purpose for coming specifically to talk to you.
Okay.
And I don't want to bother dear old dad and his son down there, so I can ask you. And he reaches behind his back to grab a pouch that's hanging from his belt. And he kind of taps on the bag, hesitating. Look, the cost of this job, as it stands, is going to be a bit inflated. Unless something. Look, I'm just gonna say it. We don't have a whole lot of reserves of lumber. The lumber has actually stopped coming in from one of our primary providers. However, what did come back on the cart last time was this, and he opens the bag and he pulls out a hand
No.
that is basically, it's only got the 3 fingers. It's cut from kind of like this angle here, and it's not like a clean cut. It's like matte, like gnashed, and so just the 3 fingers, and it does not actually look that old. Dorian, upon seeing this gory
Oh my goodness. Is it
No.
artifact,
Phil?
I need you to make a Constitution
Shit!
saving throw.
I've been rolling pretty good, so.
Hey, can you continue to do that?
Ooh.
Shit.
This is supposed to be.
He carries on to say, so we're gonna need somebody to go out and see what's going on out there.
Mm.
And as he's saying that, Devalia, you look at Dorian and his eyes start turning red.
Oh shit. And I'm gonna realize that, and I'm gonna, oh wait, and then like turn and like step in front of Dorian to cover his face. Can you go downstairs to the basement and get that thing for me? No, go to the second floor. Sorry, go to the second floor, get that thing for me. You know what I'm talking about, the thing?
I can.
Just go grab that for me.
Me?
Yes, Dorian, can you go downstairs and grab the thing for me?
Do I?
Dorian,
I'm
you're-
like winking. I'm like,
you hear a like faded, distant voice of Devalia, but
I'm just gonna keep staring.
you mostly hear the pounding sound of Devalia and
Oh, no.
Jowl's blood flowing through their systems. And you look out and you see Devalia standing closest to you. You see this juicy vein pumping up through her neck.
Oh, shit.
So weird. This is.
And Devalia, his eyes have gone totally red. And he reaches out for your neck. And that's where we're going to close the session.
No!
It's now 11 o'clock.
Fuck.
are you fucking kidding me, Rick?
Still 30 minutes
No!
Wow. That,
Oh no.
you know what? And this last week, I was just thinking, like, the campaigns that I'm playing in, we always find, like, just find spots to end. We haven't really been left on a cliffhanger. And here the fuck we are.
Just so I know, what was the
Wow.
con save you needed to do?
I don't even know.
Is that a secret?
So I mean, I'm going to keep it a secret, but there,
Okay.
all I'll tell you is under different circumstances, it will be different.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh
it-
no.
The DC changes on like depending on how long it's been since he's consumed and the the temptation of what's in front of him.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we will see
Dude,
what
are
happens.
we gonna? Do Diva's gonna come back and be like,
What
oh.
the hell? Yeah, I was,
Oh yeah, and then
I was
sorry.
looking into Dampiers a little bit more. or we'll just call them vampires. And yeah, they have an insatiable hunger. And I was thinking today about how much, like, that needs to be in more a little bit, because they have to find a way to quench their thirst. And so I chose blood, but you could do flesh, you could do dreams, you could do whatever. But yeah.
Damn, if you'd have done dreams, you actually would have been Gengar, dude. And you'd have been using fucking Dream Eater.
Okay.
Wow.
You
Yeah.
suck, Frank. Now I have to go to like a fucking work and be like, I might be dead next week. I don't know. Like, be like, Liz, how are you? Terrible.
Yeah.
One of my coworkers is a DM. Be like, you.
Well, I'm glad we actually got one. No, to be honest with you, normally I like to end on cliffhangers, but in DIA I'm able to do it all the time. But this one has been a little tricky to find that spot. But
Yeah.
this is good.
My God.
That was a good cliffhanger.
Way to save the fail. Nice.
Yeah.
Or save
Me?
or fail the save.
Fail the
sorry.
save.
Fail the
Fail the
save.
save.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, me. What did I?
No.
Oh, I thought I outsmarted you there, Frank. I was like, oh, I got this. He's gonna be fine. I was so proud of myself for those 2 seconds. I was like, you know, I'm gonna step in front of him. I'm gonna like turn him around. I'm gonna push him towards where he needs to go. No, no, absolutely not. Oh, fuck.
Damn. That was
Yeah,
a
it depends.
good episode.
Yeah, it was good.
Good sesh.
So many people introduced.
I know.
I was you know what? I was not expecting to see my parents until I like went back to grab my things. I was expecting then there to be some parent RP. There we are. I'm gonna cry when I see my mom and dad leave.
My God.
Ugh.
It must feel like so good to be a DM to be like leaving on that note to be like,
Yeah, you little fucker.
It is.
It's
It is good.
Halloween. I get to leave on a spooky note. Like,
It is good.
Wait, so
Actually, yeah, that's perfect. Vampire.
right? No,
like,
you did so good, bro. You did so
beautiful.
good.
beautiful.
how does it? Do vampires turn people into vampires?
We're gonna fucking find out, bro. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. I
Yeah.
could have a new character in 2 weeks. I don't know.
Holy shit.
Literally, you know, I was thinking what I was gonna do during my break. I was gonna research Trent Pierce to help him out.
Oh,
That's
you
what I
were
was
gonna go to like
do.
the
And I was
library and
gonna message-
research.
I was gonna message Frank after saying, "Oh, by the way, for like a couple weeks, like spring break thingy, I'm gonna go back to the library and just like try to learn about."
Oh, you dead now?
Yeah, no,
You're
it's
not, you're not dead. You're not dead.
maybe 2 birds with 1 stone.
Two
We'll
birds
see.
with one stone.
Oh man, how fun! That's so much fun though.
Man,
It was gonna happen to one
Devalia.
of you eventually.
Why didn't you look in the bag? Did the lion, did the tiger just leave you
I didn't have a
gold, or
chance
what
to.
did he put in there?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
'Cause I
yeah.
haven't been alone yet.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh,
I have no clue.
that's another cliffhanger.
there's I'm telling you, man, this. I'm excited for both campaigns, but for some reason, this one I think about at least once a day throughout the week. Like,
Oh
yeah.
yay! I do too.
yeah, it's so dope.
It's
It's so dope.
funny. I'm at this spot. I'm watching through campaign 2 for Critical Role, and I'm at
Mhm.
this spot. The last couple of episodes, their ads at the beginning are for Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and they're like, D&D
really?
Beyond just now got Waterdeep
D&D
Dragon
Beyond.
Heist. You can do this up until level 5, and then if you want, you can continue in the dungeon down below, underneath the mountain, underneath the city, and go all the way up from level 5 to level 20. And I'm like, oh, that's funny. I also, listen, this is a very, very, very big shot in the dark, but I am, because I want to try and change, like, I think the content that I make on my personal Twitch channel, I'm going to try and get this stream a sponsor in some way, shape, or form, and I'm going to try and
Yeah.
make it actually be just like a fun, fucking cool thing to do, and I want to put more effort into this, because I've been enjoying playing non-competitive games, and like I've been thinking about Dungeons and Dragons